Hello, thank you for logging on today. Today I'd like to talk about some basic things that can help keep us motivated. You know, in our different endeavors, sometimes in pursuing your dreams, you can sometimes start to feel flat and not be adequately motivated if you allow it. But you can also put structures in place that helps you to maintain motivation. On this channel here, I've talked several times about having the right people around us, and that's one way to stay motivated. When you have the right people around you who dream big like you or dream like you, that can start to help to keep you fresh in terms of your motivation. Another thing is a challenge is always good for motivation. Think about it. In ancient times, when God with his covenant people were going through challenges, like when the children of Israel were in bondage in Egypt, they saw the great power of their God in dealing with the children of Egypt, the people of Egypt, and bringing them out of Goshen, and even up to the Red Sea being parted. All of those wonderful, powerful things that God did, it was because they were in a challenging situation, if you like. When they were facing the Red Sea, it was like a do or die type of affair. Either we actually defeat the Egyptians who are behind us and coming with a vengeance after all our God had done against them, or we find a way forward. And then they cried to God and something happened. The impossible really happened. Now, over the years, after all of that experiences that they had, they went into the promised land. They became comfortable. No more wars, no more challenges. They had plenty, and then sin came in and they got comfortable and forgot their God, followed after other gods of foreign nations, and then everything went down. They became captives to Babylon and the other empires that came as well. Now, as long as they had a challenge, they called on God and things happened for them. But when they were relaxed, they didn't have a need to call on God. It's similar today in our day and age where nations where you have a lot of maybe economic difficulties or security issues tend to have more, hunger for God and for religion. It's the same thing. So bringing it down to us, in your walk with God, or in your dreams, pursuing your vision, your ambitions, it's always good to have big dreams. That dream or that plan, that action, those steps that are just a little bit above what you are usually capable of. It keeps you motivated, because then you'll be more focused mentally. But if you say, for example, you earn a wage of $5,000, and then you say, well, and $5,000, after all my expenses, I can save $500 comfortably, and you stick with that. That's great, but push the boundary, because then you might find that you just stay at that level and not really be motivated. But then if you say, okay, I earned $5,000, but I want to save $1,000, although my expenses and everything is really it's not going to be possible for me to save $1,000 with the way these are. But what that does is it sharpens your mind, and then before you know it, you start to think of how to save money. And not just that, you start to think of other investment opportunities and business opportunities. And that's how we really grow. So to stay motivated is important. If not, like those people of God that after a while they became captives, you become captives very soon. You realize that there was a time when a piece of house, a property in the United Kingdom was being sold for 100, 200 pounds. Now, someone earning 100 pounds at that time was really wealthy. So also, today, you can get houses for 200k, 100,000 pounds. But if you are still earning 100 pounds, you'll be really broke. And so what am I saying? The world's inflation system is going to keep going up. So if you think you're doing good today and you decide, well, I'm doing good, I'm okay, think again. Because the system that we have in this world is being devalued by the day. It's being devalued. Really, it is being devalued. And so you have to learn to live above it. And one of the ways is to stay motivated. Pray God help you to implement some of these things and for you to stay motivated. It really helps you to stay motivated because the world is there for the taking. But it's for those who are going to be ready to take it. Not for those who would settle down. Not for those who have success and they relax because I now have a good job, I can afford to take care of my family, I'm okay financially. Because very soon you're not going to be okay financially unless you stay motivated and keep building yourself.